Well, hello there. Another day, another video. And I just wanted, real quick, I wanted to talk about the 10 reasons why a narcissist will discard you. Okay. The first reason, or just to give you a little bit of background, discarding is when they dump you. Or if you're in a romantic relationship, discard can also happen when a narcissistic employer fires an employee. A discard can happen when a parent writes off a child, right? Or a sibling just stops talking to another sibling. Um, and one of those siblings obviously is a narcissist, and they're the ones who are initiating. So, real quick, there are a lot of reasons why that happens, and maybe this will help you in your healing process, help you in your growth process to understand why they're doing it. It doesn't make it any less painful, especially because they're jacking up the pedestal that they put you on really high. So when they knock you off of it because they are discarding you, the chance of you hitting the ground really hard and shattering into 1,000 pieces raises exponentially. Okay? So, the first reason that a narcissist will discard you is to simply hurt you for whatever reason. It's not fair. It's not right. These people are not sympathetic. They don't have empathy. They don't have regrets. They don't have none of that. So they will look to hurt you during a time that you really, really don't need to be hurt. Two types of circumstances. The first circumstance is when you're going through a really good time in your life. You got a promotion or a raise, or you got the car that you wanted, or you graduated with that degree finally, or you started that business finally. And they are seeing that your attention and focus is going to that new thing, or they fear that they're not going to get what they want from you. They're not going to get the supply that they want from you because you are now focused on this new thing, a new job, a new, even if it's like say if they're a narcissistic family member and they see that you're in a new relationship, man, they'll look to tear it down. They'll look to tear you down. They'll look to push you away, right? So it could be a really good time in your life and they'll discard you to hurt you, or it could be a really bad time in your life. You're fighting a disease, you lost your job, you had a house fire, your family is ill, whatever the case may be, and that's during a really rough time where you need them the most, and they'll bail. They'll just bail because they feel like you deserve it for whatever reason. Maybe they're carrying anger and bitterness from years before, who knows? But that's the number one reason they'll do it, is to hurt you. The second reason that they'll discard you is to run away from guilt. This usually happens when you've caught them in a lie, or you have exposed them, causing what's called a narcissistic injury, which really means their feelings were hurt, their ego was bruised. They briefly came to terms with the fact that they're not these great people that they claim to be. And instead of turning towards the problem and fixing it, they'd rather run away and discard you. Okay. For example, I know a guy who he was having some issues with his lady. They got together for a couple of nights. They're going out and all that and having fun. And he said, "All right, I see us rebuilding this. Let's talk about the problems that led up to the original breakup, and let's see what we can do to fix that. And this is what I did, and this is what I need you to take account for." And she was like, "Nope." And the very next day, she was off with a new boyfriend. So, the truth is that she felt guilty and she bolted, right? So, you know, don't take it badly. Like if you presented a narcissistic individual with something that they need to face and they discard you, that's par for the course. Powerful, of course. The third reason they discard you is to just get new supply. No, they're bored, right? It's no two ways about it. Remember, these people are constantly hunting for attention. They're hunting for their ego getting stroked. And they're hunting for that, I guess, rush of getting a new supply. Okay. But more importantly, they were just bored. And that happens a lot. That even happens even with folks who are not narcissistic. However, those who are not narcissistic will generally look to fix what's in the relationship. Well, maybe if I'm bored with this individual, but they're a good person, maybe I need to look at myself. Maybe we need to go for counseling. Maybe we need to try to take a romantic getaway sometime. You know what I mean? So that's the third reason, just to get new supply. Now, the fourth reason, which is tied to that, is they want to get a high. Now, narcissists crave and live off attention. They are energy vampires. They're emotional vampires, right? Whatever energy you're giving out towards them, they'll feed off of it. Negative energy, they love it. Positive energy, they love it. What better way than to have two separate supplies of energy coming at them? Number one, you, that they discard and hurt, and now you're walking around sad, pissed off, angry at them, right? And then the new person that they are upping and dealing with and spending time with and getting to know, or the new people, because remember, narcs generally have an issue with being faithful to one, even in the talking stage, right? So because they're living off of this dopamine rush, this dopamine high, that's why they are looking to discard you, or they did discard you. It's just for a high, which is really, really pathetic, because people are not little herbs and plants that you smoke, right? People are people. And when a narcissist toys with someone's emotions, they're playing with a very, very dangerous thing. That's why people get hurt all the time emotionally, and sometimes even physically, because what happens is you're so busy chasing the high, you don't even see the damage you're causing everybody else around you. It's really, really ridiculous. All right, the fifth reason is to prove to you that you need them more than they need you. This is purely ego-driven, purely about being petty, purely childish, right? Again, it ties in with the fact when you hold them to account for something they did, some bad behavior, some, promises they broke, and you're telling them, hey, listen, this isn't going to work between us if you don't change. Or, I need you to step up. Oh, really? Well, you know what? I'm done. Bye. And they're really looking to see you break, to see you crumble, just so they can say, yeah, he needs me. I don't need him. She needs me. I don't need her. Again, that ties in with the dopamine high, right? Proving that to themselves gives them a rush. Don't do it. Just go no contact. Oh, you want to leave? There's the door. Don't let the doorknob hit you with the good Lord split you. Simple. Number 6. The sixth reason that a narcissist will discard you is to get attention. Again, we follow the symbol theme, to get that high, to get attention. Attention from who? From their family. To get attention from you. Get attention from your friends or mutual friends. Oh, did you hear? Sally broke up with Roger. Oh no, is Sally okay? Meanwhile, Sally was running around on Roger Rabbit with Tom, Billy, and Harry in the town. But she's not going to tell him that. She's just going to say, oh, I had to break up with him. Oh my goodness. Oh, it was so terrible. So now they're over here doing what's called a smear campaign on you. They're over here throwing dirt on your name. All right? And telling everybody, yeah, I had to leave. And it's all for attention. It's not even like anything is going wrong or you were a bad person to them or anything like that. They just want that attention. They're craving that. Okay? That happens a lot more than people want to admit, and it really sucks. All right. The seventh reason is to get you to focus on them instead of yourself. Okay? So, in a truly healthy relationship, both people are interdependent, which means, yeah, they off doing their own life and doing their own goals and stuff, but they also are, communicating with each other and, letting each other know where they're heading to, and all that good stuff. That's in a healthy relationship. In an unhealthy relationship, the narcissist wants you to be all about them. And the moment you start putting the attention back onto yourself the way it's supposed to be, you start going out with your own friends, you start pursuing your own hobbies, you start looking for your own purpose, your own mission in life. The moment you start doing that, they get angry. Oh, you're not going to be all about me. You're not going to be all about us. You got to go. And they'll discard you. Just so you can start focusing on them again and run and beg them, please, please, come back, come back. I'm so sorry. I'll do anything. Been there, done that. Never again. The 8th reason is to get you to quit on life. Now, this is in line with the first reason to hurt you, right? Some narcissists know and are sneaky enough to totally wrap you up in their land of make-believe, right? They are over there consistently, building you up, flattering you, manipulating you, making sure that you are all about them and that your life is wrapped up with them and their friends and their goings and comings, to the point in which you lose all sense of individuality and you lose all sense of self. And then they just toss you aside. And especially with male victims, I know a couple of male victims, some of them who actually even attempted to commit suicide because the women that they were with threw them away. It's a very dark place. And some people, some narcissists really do get off on seeing you quit on life, especially if they feel that you are too driven, you're too motivated, you're too positive, or if they know that you suffer from depression and anxiety. Oh man, they'll look to plunge that knife in your back because it makes them feel good. It's really disheartening, but it's the truth. The 9th reason, which is tied to the 6th reason about getting attention, the 9th reason is to get others to adore them, right? So if they feel like they're losing relevancy in their friend circle or their family or whatever the case may be, they may go ahead and start stirring the pot, shaking the water around, and discard you just so they can then go on and say, oh, I had to get out of that situation. I was being snuffed and choked and just, I was smothered. And now everyone's going to them, oh, you're right, you're okay, what's going on? Oh, you're such a wonderful person. Oh, wow, you're great, you're great. And then they'll usually take that breakup and then go on to say maybe to like a church they're part of or to some social group they're part of and say, look at me, even though this horrible breakup happened, I'm still pushing forward. And again, their currency and their main need is attention. So now everyone is going to them and saying, wow, you're amazing. You're doing so much. I could never, right? And their adoring audience members don't know what's going on. They don't know the backstory. They just know what they see online or hear in person. So that's the 9th reason. And then the 10th reason, which is probably the silliest, is they just want a temporary fix to their lives' problems. They don't want to do the work. They don't want to open a business. They don't want to go and, learn the skill or whatever that they need to fix their problems. Instead of doing that, they'll go and just get with somebody new and hope that that new person will solve whatever it is that they need. Oh, I'm always depressed all the time. Let me go with this new person. Maybe I'll feel better. Oh, I'm always, I'm always broke. Let me go and get with somebody new. Maybe he has money. Maybe she has money. Instead of saying, you know what, what's a business I can start? Or what's that project I always wanted to complete and I didn't do? Right? So those are the three, oh, not three, sorry. Those are the 10 reasons that a narc will discard you. Just to let you know, it don't matter what reason or assortment of reasons, you are still an amazing person. Do you need to improve? Yes, we all do. We all need to get better than we were the day before. But does that validate the fact that they threw you away? Or does that make it right? Mm-mm. Now, all you have to do is focus on actually, once they discard you, you got to put those walls up and burn those bridges and make sure they don't come back for seconds and thirds. Okay? Because they will. And I'm going to be making another video talking about the different kinds of hoovers and how they'll try to get you back into a relationship with them just so they can hurt you all over again. Remember, their only motivation to even get with you in the first place is your attention, your resources, your time, what you can give them. That can range from emotional, mental, to physical and spiritual resources. And once they are done, or once they feel that you're not a good source of supply, or they feel like they're being uprooted, whether it's by you taking responsibility and forcing them to take account for their issues, or you are just being a part of your mission and purpose, they'll discard you, okay? That's okay. Keep moving. Keep going forward. Get up every day. Keep being about your purpose. Be about your mission. There are tons of people, billions of people on this planet who are there with you and who will do what they need to do to make sure that everyone gets to the finish line. Okay? What I mean by that is there are people out there who are about their mission too. And they're not looking to distract you. And they're not looking to tear you down. You got to get around that group of people. You got to get into that tribe. Okay? Leave the narcissist out of it. Who cares? They're on borrowed time as it is. They're going to coast through life just hopping from person to person, source to source. Okay? Tribe to tribe, trying to find somewhere to fit in. They may put on a good front at their church or in government or at their job or in their family or friends or even with their partners. They'll put on a front, but after a while the mask is going to come off and they're going to be off to the next one for whatever reason. Meanwhile, you are going to be doing better. You're going to be growing stronger mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. You're going to be improving. They won't. That's their loss. So anyway, remember, in life, you either go through it or you grow through it. And I hope this video will help you grow through it. Real quick, click like, click subscribe, share it with a friend or two, and I'll see you all in the next video. Ciao.